final women's double still to come, which is Roepke and Kruse up against the Wang sisters. But Kjærsveld victory makes sure that Denmark are going to be through to the quarterfinals. It means their match against Japan tomorrow will decide who wins the group. So just the women's doubles then to complete our 5 matches. Maria Roepke and Damkjaer Kruse up against Rena and Iris Wang. Of course, we've seen the Wang girls already in the singles, haven't we?
We will have the percentage of European Group B women's doubles in
So the one in front, Iris, the younger sister, has won a point for the Americans here.
Damkjaer Kruse, representing the United States of America. Rena Wang, Iris Wang.
Well, there's Lena Kruse and Maria Roepke. Back together as a pair in the senior ranks in the last year or so. They were partners in the junior ranks as well. And of course, no doubt, Iris and Rena, they know each other's game pretty well. Rena, 4 years the senior of Iris.
What do you choose? Who receives? Iris. Iris receives. Lena serving on left side. Lena serve and this is left side.
Duties. Well, there could have been something on this, couldn't there? If the women's doubles not swung back in Denmark's favour, but as it is, it's a match where both sides can really relax here, try and produce their best badminton. Not too much between them in the rankings. Kruse and Roepke ranked 23. Victory early this month at the Denmark International. Expected to win. They were the #1 seeds, but they much needed confidence boost from that. And I suppose, Jill, they really stood to attention last year when they made that dash at the semi-finals of the All England. And, everyone took notice of this pair that they could do something. I suppose that made it even harder for them to sort of show that yes, it wasn't just a one-off.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it was most extraordinary because, as you say, they had only just reformed their partnership in senior badminton. It was only their 3rd tournament at All England. They started off in the qualifying event, and in fact they got a bye on their qualifying match, so went straight into the main draw. But as qualifiers, officially as qualifiers, reaching that semi-final, it was phenomenal. The whole world sat up and took notice of them from that moment on. And of course, since then, recently silver medalists at the European Championships, losing out to their teammates who we've seen earlier today, Ruta Yule and Peterson. But you know, they're a solid pair, but they haven't really had the breakthrough as far as big tournament wins are concerned. Their teammates, their first women's doubles pair, of course, have won a Super Series now, whereas this Danish combination, lots and lots of very good results which haven't yet translated into major tournament victories.
All Wang sisters, 32 in the world rankings. Some good finishes as well this year without winning. Semi-finalists in events in Peru and Poland. Played a lot of badminton over the last year and the attempts to get to the Olympics.
Heated discussions before we've even started.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, United States of America, represented by Rena Wang and Iris Wang. And on my left, Denmark, represented by Maria Roepke and Rena Damkjaer Kruse. Denmark to serve. Rena Damkjaer Kruse to Iris Wang. Level play.
Nice start for the
One
Danes.
love.
Perfect start.
Two love.
Daughter of the great Nina Kopen, of course, Roepke. Nina Kopen, 2 gold medals at the first ever World Championships in
love.
Badminton in Malmo in 1997. Singles and mixed doubles. Gone are the days where people play singles and doubles.
Yeah, we were just talking about that before the Kiersvet, weren't we?
4 love. Five love. Six love.
Well, their compatriots, Roepke and Peterson, struggled in their women's doubles
Seven
matches, but
love.
what a start here for Roepke and Kruse. 7 straight points.
Eight love.
Somehow the Wang girls here need to get a foothold in this game.
Oh, it's called long.
Service over.
Couldn't have missed by much.
8.
Yeah, I think the line judge there was in 2 minds.
Service over. 9-1. Service over. 2-9. Three, 9.
Oh, that's a great interception from Roepke.
Service over. 10-3.
Definitely prefers to be at the net intercepting rather than doing the smashing from the back of the court. That's a good rally.
11-3 interval.
Well, all's well that ends well, I suppose, for Denmark. They are looking good now for another point in this match against the United States. Not easy for the Wang girls. You're talking about winning gold medals in singles and in doubles. Of course, they've been involved in the singles already.
Yeah, especially for Iris, because 49 minutes on court for that singles must physically have taken something out of her.
Great achievement for her, though, to win as well.
Yeah.
20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Started learning playing badminton together when they were at a cousin's birthday party.
Alice.
Thought it was a bit of fun.
11-3. Play.
Turned out to be a good party.
12-3.
good play. Much more positive on their defensive play. The Americans driving the defense back at their opponents, and one of them moving forward to the net. They're just lifting again. Try and do something with it. Yeah, well,
relentless from Roepke there.
yeah, not a lot you can do really. Roepke is moving forward like that. Very, very good front court player. Oh my goodness, what on earth happened there?
Service over. 5-13.
Right idea.
Service over. 14-5.
Oh, goodness me, that was called
Service
wide.
over.
Looked like, I mean, it's
14.
well, obviously we've got a good vantage point where we're sitting, but it looked like the
Oh,
line.
no,
it might
I
have been
think
the
it was
perfect call.
It was a correct call.
Yeah.
As clever placement of the smash, aiming towards the right shoulder of Lena Kruse.
Yeah, I think there was a moment there where Roepke could have left one. I think it was going to drift wide. A couple of little errors creeping into the Danish game here.
Service over. 15-8. Service over. 9-15. Service over. 16-9. None.
Well, Kruse with the serve, and it's Denmark in Kruse control right now. 17-9 to the good. 3-1 up in terms of the match situation, and that's delightful.
18-9. Service over.
Real indecision between the two Wang sisters. Who was going to take that one down the middle?
Service over. 19-11.
played themselves into trouble by smashing cross court. It opens up the angles.
Well, had a lightning fast start to this game did the Danish pair. They now have 9 game points.
Service over. 12-20. Game.
So pretty comfortable
First
first game
won
for
by Denmark, 21-12.
Kruse and Roepke, 21-12. Kind of an anticlimactic end to what's been a pretty good contest between these two nations.
Yes, it's always very difficult for the players playing what is, in essence, a dead rubber. If the match is still alive, there's something to play for. Obviously, the United States of America, having lost yesterday, they know they're out of the competition now. So it really is just playing for pride. And when both the players on court have already played and they're fatigued anyway, very, very difficult for them.
Yeah, good point. They got off that difficult start as well. So especially trying to retrieve a situation, given those circumstances, even harder. The stats from the opening game.
Yeah, look at the number of winners in total. 9 as opposed to just 2 from the Americans. And real dominance from the net, and that in doubles is what it's all about. You can't really be expecting to hit too many winners from the back of the court. It's all about building the rally, getting the net player involved for the net player to finish it off. As we saw from the stats, total dominance in that department from the Danes.
Second game, level play. Service over, 1-love. Service over, 1-all.
Oh, that's brilliant. Goodness me, how did she get her racket on that?
Helps to be that tall.
Yeah,
2-all.
that's where it's the advantage.
Service over, 3-2.
That's very well taken from Kruse. Short, sharp movement of the racket head, racket up ready. Just brushing across the shuttle. Oh my goodness, confusion.
5-2.
Well, as a general rule, you have to say that the player that's on the cross court should be taking the one down the middle. Yeah, nicely done again. It's a lovely change of pace by the Danes. There's that long arm again, but this time couldn't control it.
Service over.
Apologises for the good fortune.
7-3. Service over. 4-7.
Nicely played between the two sisters. Iris
5.
at the back there, Rena at the front.
What a difference when they get themselves on the attack, when they're the players hitting in a downward direction. Immediately the next rally, they're back on the defence again.
Service over. 6-8. Service over. 9-6.
Channel attack, hit down in between your two opponents, and not only causes confusion, but also narrows the angle of reply. No chance of getting your net player involved then.
Well, the Danish fan has got his hooter out, obviously.
Out. Service over. 7-10.
Making a fight of it, aren't they, the Wang girls here?
Service over. 11-8.
Denmark with the initiative at the interval here in the second game. A bit of a fight back here from Iris and Rena. Wang.
Well, very difficult to hear what Reka Olsen was saying there, but she was, I think, telling them not to get embroiled in the flat game, to use the spaces and use the change of pace.
11-8.
So she's wanting them, when they go forward, to use the blocks again, which is what they were doing so successfully in the opening game.
12-8.
Yeah, well-constructed rally.
14-8. It's okay. No.
The Americans just asking the umpire if the shuttle had crossed over the net, or whether Kruse had actually touched the net with her racket. There's the softer one, and again. They're certainly trying to implement coach's instructions. That's nice.
Well, they're taking a good spirit, aren't they? The American girls here, not quite coming off of them. Four points required for victory now for Roepke and Kruse.
It's gone long.
11-17.
That's way long of the match line.
17.
More left.
Service over. 18-12. Service over. 13-18. Iris. Service over. 19.
Pouncing on that one.
Match point 13.
So match points here for the Danish pair. Well, I think typical of the way America have approached this whole match here against Denmark. Fighting right to the end. Saved a couple of match points. Still 5 to go. And Denmark complete the victory. 4-1 then the final scoreline, thanks to the doubles pair of Kruse and Roepke coming through. 21-12, 21-15.
Match won by Denmark, 21-12, 21-15. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it was quite a solid, dependable and rather polished performance from the Danish pair.
Yes, indeed. Came out so strongly, didn't they, at the start of the match? That 8-love lead, and from there they really set the tone of the whole encounter. Just 24 minutes for the whole match.
So that brings this game, or this match, to conclusion. Here's the stats from that match, and well, you can see the overhead winners in particular benefit to the Danish pair.
Yeah, in general, 3 times as many winners. Well, that really is very significant. Danes always looking to get on the attack, and in the rare occasions that the Americans managed to do so, they enjoyed a lot more success.
Played in a good spirit, plenty of smiles around. Of course, the destiny of the victory overall was already out of the question. So there you go, Denmark 4, the United States of America 1. Tina Bound, very comfortable victory against Rena Wang, and then a bit of a surprise with Irish Wang beating Karina Jorgensen, and then all the way to 3 games, Liana Bonyana pushing Rutuju and Peterson, the number 5 world pair, all the way before the 2 victories right at the end, which mean that Denmark and Japan, with a game to spare, are through to the quarterfinals. They will meet tomorrow to decide who wins the group. United States are heading home. Well, it's been a very nice contest, this, between the United States and Denmark. Tina Bound, well, a little bit of a worry over a shoulder injury, but there didn't seem to be any problems at all in her victory over Rena Wang. But Rena's little sister came through. A little bit of surprise against Karina Jorgensen. Well, Jorgensen had steadied the ship with that 2nd game win, but great effort from Iris Wang, and the 17-year-old pulled it off. But 17-year-old did it, an 18-year-old managed it as well, with Nina Kjærsgaard seeing off Jamie Subandi before we saw the women's doubles of Roepke and Kruse see Denmark home with a 4-1 victory. Well, from Jill, from Steve and myself, Richard, will be with you a little later on when we bring you the Thomas Cup match between England and Indonesia. But from now, here on the show court at the Wuhan Sports Centre, it's goodbye for